It started as a whisper, barely audible at first, like a secret passed from one neighbor to another in the thick, humid air, a ripple across the airwaves on a humid Friday afternoon, the kind of day when the city seems to hold its breath, waiting for something to happen. Suddenly, news anchors interrupted regular programming. Massive gas discovery confirmed near Palawan. The words echoed through living rooms, offices, and busy streets, cutting through the ordinary noise of daily life. In coffee shops and homes, families gathered, eyes glued to flickering screens. Conversations stopped mid-sentence as everyone strained to catch every detail, every new update. Was this real? After years of hardship, could this be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Faces reflected a mix of disbelief, hope, and cautious optimism, as if afraid to wish too hard. The core message was simple: a new natural gas field, MAE-1, had been discovered, and it was immense. Experts spoke of reserves that could change the nation's fortunes, a resource that might finally lift millions out of uncertainty. Jeepney drivers turned up their radios, farmers paused to listen, hope rising in every corner of the country. Even in the most remote barangays, the news traveled fast, carried by word of mouth and crackling radio signals. This wasn't just about energy, it was about our future. It was about the promise of jobs, affordable electricity, and a chance for the next generation to dream bigger. The suspense was palpable, a shared hope mixed with disbelief. People clung to every word, every update, as if the future itself depended on the next sentence. As the sun set, government sources confirmed the reports, and elation swept the nation. Cheers erupted in homes and on the streets, strangers exchanging smiles and congratulations. MAE-1 trended on social media, transforming from a code to a symbol of hope. Memes, hashtags, and heartfelt messages flooded timelines, uniting Filipinos across islands and generations. The day that began like any other became a pivotal moment for the Philippines. Ordinary routines were interrupted by extraordinary news, and the nation's story took a new turn. For the first time in a long while, we dared to believe a brighter, self-reliant future was within reach. The promise of MAE-1 was more than just energy. It was the hope of a nation, rekindled and shining bright. As confirmation of the discovery spread across the archipelago, the nation erupted in spontaneous celebration. From the bustling streets of Manila to the quietest barangays, Filipinos poured out of their homes, waving flags and cheering with uncontainable joy. The night sky lit up with fireworks, echoing the collective excitement that swept through every city and province. Social media became a digital town square, flooded with hope and pride. News feeds overflowed with congratulatory messages, heartfelt reactions, and creative memes as millions shared their happiness online. Families gathered around screens, their faces illuminated by the glow of good news, connecting with loved ones near and far. Hashtags like Mahal Mabuhay ang Pilipinas and MAE-1 para sa Bayan trended for days, uniting Filipinos in a virtual chorus of celebration. These words became rallying cries, echoing across platforms and inspiring a sense of unity that transcended distance. For a moment, political differences faded, replaced by a sense of victory for all. People from every walk of life, young and old, rich and poor, embraced each other, their differences set aside in favor of a shared triumph. Digital artists drew the flag over the gas rig, capturing the spirit of the moment. Musicians composed joyful songs that quickly went viral, and OFWs, watching from distant shores, shared messages of pride and longing for home. The Filipino diaspora felt closer than ever, united by a common hope. A viral post showed a Palawan fisherman with tears in his eyes. "I always knew there was treasure here for our children," he wrote. His words resonated deeply, symbolizing the dreams of countless families who depend on the sea. In markets, vendors offered discounts and free treats, eager to share their joy. Strangers congratulated each other on the streets, exchanging smiles and hugs as if they were lifelong friends. The entire country felt like one big family, celebrating together. The discovery touched a deep well of national pride, stirring memories of past struggles and igniting hope for a brighter future. Everywhere, people held the flag a little higher, their hearts swelling with gratitude and determination. For too long, our story was one of struggle. Now, it was one of discovery and potential. The images of hardship were replaced by visions of opportunity, as the nation dared to dream bigger than ever before. Optimism reminded us of our collective spirit and shared dream for a better life. Communities gathered in parks and plazas, children played with newfound excitement, and elders spoke of hope for the next generation. MAE-1 was more than gas, it was a renewed sense of self-worth. It represented the promise of progress, the possibility of change, and the belief that Filipinos could shape their own destiny. It declared we are a nation capable of great things, able to rise above challenges and seize new opportunities. The world watched as Filipinos stood together, proud and determined. The celebration promised that together, we could turn this discovery into a lasting legacy. As lanterns floated into the night sky, families dreamed of a future where every Filipino could share in the nation's newfound hope and prosperity. To understand the joy over MAE-1, we must remember our long struggle. For decades, the Philippines relied on imported coal, oil, and gas. Every global price spike hit Filipino families hardest, making our electricity bills among Asia's highest. Power shortages and brownouts disrupted lives and businesses. The monthly Meralco bill was a source of anxiety, draining budgets that could have gone to food or education. Billions left our economy to pay for foreign fuel, weakening our peso and limiting national growth. The Malampaya gas field was a breakthrough, but its reserves dwindled, reviving old fears. What would happen when Malampaya ran dry? Dependence loomed again. Against this backdrop, MAE-1's discovery is not just new gas, it's our escape from the shadow of dependence. MAE-1 marks a fundamental shift in our nation's story. For the first time, we can envision true energy security and self-reliance. MAE-1 is a massive local reservoir of clean-burning natural gas. This is our chance to break free from import dependence and build a stable economy. Affordable domestic gas means lower electricity bills, freeing up income for food, healthcare, and education. For businesses, lower energy costs mean growth and more jobs. The ripple effect will drive national development and reduce poverty. MAE-1 is not just a gas field, it's an engine for progress. It proves we have the resources and expertise to power our own future. This newfound self-reliance boosts national pride and our global standing. MAE-1 is our declaration of energy independence, fueling dreams for generations. The location of MAE-1 is as significant as the discovery itself. Near Palawan, within our exclusive economic zone, it asserts our sovereign rights. For years, the West Philippine Sea has been a zone of tension. Developing MAE-1 is a peaceful affirmation of our ownership. Through science, not conflict. The hum of the platform is a reminder. This sea is ours. Its bounty for the Filipino people. The project unites the nation behind a common cause, shifting the narrative from vulnerability to strength. MAE-1 fuels our resolve to protect what's rightfully ours. It's a landmark of sovereignty, built on Filipino ingenuity and international law. In a nationally televised address watched by millions across the country, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. made a landmark announcement that would shape the future of the Philippines. He revealed the historic discovery of the MAE-1 Energy Reserve, a breakthrough that promises to transform the nation's energy landscape and bring new opportunities to every Filipino. Standing tall before the Philippine flag, President Marcos Jr. described the discovery as a victory not just for the government, but for every Filipino family. He called it a gift, one that would help power the dreams and ambitions of the next generation, and a testament to the nation's resilience and determination. The president outlined a bold vision for the future, promising that revenues from MAE-1 would be used to lower energy costs for households and businesses, fund vital social services like education and healthcare, and create thousands of new jobs across the country. He emphasized that these benefits would reach even the most remote communities. Throughout his speech, the president stressed the importance of unity, crediting the discovery's success to the hard work and collaboration of Filipinos from all walks of life. Scientists, engineers, workers, and citizens alike. He called on the entire nation to come together to protect this newfound treasure, urging every region to play a role in ensuring that the benefits of MAE-1 are shared fairly and reach every corner of the archipelago. Let this discovery be a symbol of our unity and our shared hope for a brighter tomorrow, he urged, his voice filled with emotion as he appealed to the spirit of Bayanihan. The president's address was more than just an announcement, it was a call to action, laying out a clear roadmap for the nation's future and inviting every Filipino to take part in building a stronger, more prosperous Philippines. He reassured the public that the MAE-1 project would be developed with the highest safety and environmental standards, promising strict oversight and transparency to protect both people and nature for generations to come. With this announcement, President Marcos Jr. cemented MAE-1 as a cornerstone of his administration's legacy, marking a new era of hope, progress, and national pride. The news quickly spread across the nation, becoming a beacon of hope for all Filipinos, a symbol of what can be achieved when a country stands united in pursuit of a common dream. For 2 decades, Malampaya was the crown jewel of Philippine energy. It powered homes, fueled industries, and saved billions in foreign exchange. But its reserves declined, and uncertainty grew. The search for a successor became urgent, a race against time. The discovery of MAE-1 is the perfect answer, a seamless transition to a new era. MAE-1's reserves are even larger, promising longer stability and prosperity. Infrastructure and expertise from Malampaya will ensure a smooth handover. This transition shows we're not just reacting to crises, but building a resilient future. Malampaya walked so MAE-1 could run. The light Malampaya ignited will now shine even brighter. MAE-1's discovery was no accident. It was years of tireless work by Filipino scientists and engineers. They mapped the seabed, interpreted complex data, and faced immense pressure. Their triumph proves our world-class talent. Survey ships, sound waves, and data analysis led to the breakthrough. Drilling the exploratory well was a multi-million-dollar gamble, and it paid off. The control room erupted in cheers as the massive gas reservoir was confirmed. MAE-1 will power our grid for decades, using state-of-the-art technology. This achievement establishes the Philippines as a regional leader in offshore exploration. It inspires young Filipinos to pursue STEM careers. Our greatest resource is the ingenuity of our people. With this discovery comes responsibility. MAE-1's development is about building a sustainable future. Natural gas will help us replace coal, cutting our carbon footprint and fighting climate change. Environmental safeguards and zero-discharge technology will protect our marine ecosystems. Revenues will be managed transparently, funding national projects and benefiting local communities. Inclusive growth is central to the project's philosophy. MAE-1 is more than a gas field, it's a catalyst for transformation. It empowers us to build an energy-independent, robust, and environmentally responsible nation.